The door looks solid and has no handle. There must be a different way to open it. The door is shut and won't open. A piece of stone from the floor. The handrail looks quite solid. More solid than the ladder, that's for sure. It's a bit rusty. I can't do much about it. Old pipes, secured with a metal bracket. I need to loosen this somehow. Now that's done. The pipes are all rusty. Hardly anything will flow through them. It won't matter if I take a piece of the bracket. I'm actually not sure what these rotten rags were supposed to insulate. Surprisingly, the rags are quite dry. I'll see if I can use them for something. A nice torch. It probably won't burn for long, but it should help to see what's down the ladder. Everything looks really run down and unsafe. Oh my goodness, that was close. I could have got killed. Why hasn't this happened to the person who was here before me? Luck is really not on my side. I'm not climbing down there before I fix the ladder. Should I try again? No thanks. I almost got killed last time. Until the ladder's attached again, I definitely won't climb down there. At first glance, it looks safe down there, and the corridor goes further. Should I try again? I can't see anything else of use. It should be safe now. I hope. It doesn't look like there was somebody hiding behind it. Stay where you are.
Don't come any closer. I mean it. Wasn't that loose ladder enough?
Freeze! Step away from the painting, or I'll shoot! That wasn't the best idea. What I'd really like to do is disappear right now. But if I let the thief escape, Ostankovich will destroy me. He'll throw me into a cell without blinking an eye. If only I knew for certain that there was some connection between them and Ostankovich. The man is wearing a monk's habit or something very like it. What have I got myself into? God, what am I trying to do? Still, maybe if I catch him, Ostankovich will be satisfied. Don't move! I've got a gun. I'm going to come over to you. No tricks, or I will use it. Hey, police! Stay where you are! God, what am I trying to do? Still, maybe if I catch him, Ostankovich will... Don't move! Stop! Don't move! Damn, I hope he's not armed. You don't have anywhere to run. All the exits are guarded. You don't stand a chance.
Neither you nor the police can stop me.
Damn, this doesn't lead anywhere. Leave the painting where it is.
Max should have contacted me ages ago. He's been away for more than a day. Where are you, Max? Damn! Svetlova, SWOA.
It's Pierre here. Please, Lara.
Well, well, look who's calling now. Maybe you should show up for work sometime. The analysis I did for you yesterday.
That's what I want to talk about. Demer told the boss that I had you do it. Fortunately, it was an excellent job, so Charlotte was happy. She knows you did it. It will help your career one day.
No to je skvělé. Takže nakonec existuje něco jako karma. Udělej něco dobrého a ono se ti to vrátí. Vidíš, když už tě mám na drátě, taky bych něco potřebovala. Pracoval jsi chvíli ve státech, že? Dokázal bys sehnat nějaké podrobnosti o smrti profesora Abramčikova?
Sure, why not? I still have some contacts. Why don't you claim it by yourself as an official Interpol request?
No, it's not an official matter. I just have bad feeling. I knew him personally.
I'm sorry. I will check it out, of course. May take a bit of time because I'm not in Lyon at the moment. By the way, that's exactly why I called you. I need again your help in the lab.
Okay, looks like we have a deal. You will send me what you figured out on Abramchikov, and I will solve your little problem in the lab. What do you need?
There's a new chromatograph in the lab. Charlotte wants to have an analysis of the forgery to get more information. Demer will do the analysis, but you have to calibrate the chromatograph. It shouldn't be a problem.
Well, I think I'll manage with the handbook.
Oh, alors, the manual is missing, but I'm sure you can handle this. The basic instructions are in the database. I have to run. Bye for now.
Pierre. Pierre! Damn it. My work phone. Muriel is nice, but she's a bit too talkative. I don't think I need anything now. I don't think I need... My colleagues won't be very happy if I bother them without having a proper reason. As long as the equipment works properly, I definitely don't want to call this number. I don't think I need anything now. An ordinary... Now, where's the chromatograph? Our new chromatograph. I hope it lasts longer than that wreck we had before. It's always better to switch on the machine before you press anything. It's always better to... It's always better... Strange. Well, I thought it best to turn the chromatograph off. There's no reason for it to be turned off. Well, I didn't really shine on this one. The buttons don't respond. The buttons... Well, I didn't really... Well, I thought it best to turn the chromatograph off. Well, I didn't... Well, I didn't really shine on this one. Good. That's that done. Next time we should insist on a manual along with the machine. Now that the machine is calibrated, it could be quite useful. Seems I should check my email inbox. I've managed that already. It really looks like it was a tragic coincidence. Professor, you didn't deserve such an end. How many times did I tell you that those night walks would be the death of you? Colonel Ostankovich is on the phone.
Petersburg Militia Secretariat, can I help you?
Hello, this is Larissa Svetlova. Could I speak to Colonel Ostankovich?
Oh, is that you, Larissa? Hello, it's Nadezhda here. How are things in Lyon? How come you never give me a call?
Well, you know how things are. Petersburg or Lyon, you can't run away from work.
Oh, I'm sorry. Am I keeping you from something? Ostankovich has just gone out. Should I leave a message for him?
No, thanks, Nadezhda. I'll try again later. Bye for now.
Take care and call me when you finish work. We'll have a chat.
Colonel Ostankovich is on the phone. Good morning, Colonel. Did you find anything?
Lara, Max had an accident. I think you should know.
An accident? What accident? Is he all right?
He found some long-forgotten underground area in the Hermitage. He shouldn't have gone there at all.
And what happened to him?
He fell into the water there. We found him shortly after that happened.
Oh my God. Is he alive?
It would be best if you came here at once. Come to my office. I must go now.
Ostankovich! Is he alive? What's the matter with him? Ostankovich! Oh my God! Ostankovich! I got on the first plane. What's the matter with him? Is he alive?
He's in the intensive care unit. He hasn't woken up yet. Apparently he was under the water for some time, and The doctors are afraid of potential brain damage from oxygen deprivation. Fortunately, the water was ice cold. That slowed down his vital functions. Perhaps if someone he knows was around, it might help us to wake him up.
And how did it actually happen?
He called me from the Hermitage, but the call was cut off. We went to investigate. We couldn't find him. It was as if he had vanished into thin air. In the morning, we got a report from a patrol who had found a body in an outlet on the shore of Niva. We identified him immediately. He must have got there from the Hermitage cellars, where the most precious works of art were stored in the war. But why did he venture there on his own? It's a miracle he survived. Someone up there must really like him.
It seems strange that he would just hang up to go to examine the cellars. That's not like Max.
At the moment, there's nothing. Hang on. Ostenkovich. Yes, of course. Can he be moved? Good, thanks.
The hospital?
Yes, he's over the worst of it. He even came to his senses for a while. There doesn't seem to be any long-term damage. Now we need to get him somewhere peaceful and quiet.
Thank God. We could take him to my old flat. When I'm in France, only my aunt lives there.
That's not a bad idea. I'll arrange it. He's really lucky.
If he hadn't gone to the Hermitage in the first place, he wouldn't need luck.
You just won't stop, will you? If your attitude...
Look, he's waking up.
Where am I? What happened?
Shh, don't tire yourself out. You're safe. Everything is all right.
Am I in Petersburg? What are you doing here?
You had an accident in the Hermitage. For a while it didn't look so good for you, so I had her come here.
The Hermitage. I wanted to call you. Oh my God. That monk. There was a man there.
He's delirious. He was all alone in the building.
No. No, you don't understand. There was a man in monk's clothes, and he was taking a painting by Delaroche, the one that should hang in the gallery. I followed him, and he found a secret passage. But then he escaped.
A monk? I should call the hospital and find out if these could be hallucinations or memory problems. Head trauma can cause that.
He could hardly have hallucinated the secret passage. And as for the painting, better check that there isn't a forgery hanging in your gallery.
Of course, but I'll have to arrange it in a way that doesn't cause too much stir. In any case, I won't need you here any longer. You can go back to Leon.
I'd rather stay with him until he recovers more.
Your concern for him is certainly touching. But your presence here could draw the attention of Interpol to what happened here. You don't have to worry about him. He's important to me. I'll look after him myself.
Max, what did we get ourselves into? Take care of yourself here. When you wake up, I'll be back in Leon. I will tell my aunt that you will stay here for a few days. My old notebook, from back when I didn't use PDAs and other gadgets. I used to play, but that was ages ago. I'd better not even try. I'd better let him sleep. An old family keepsake. I remember my mum making tea for me in it. My aunt, dad and I never had a lot of kitchenware, So there's probably just a lot of junk. My good old console. Not top of the range, but at least it's hooked to the internet. I remember when we first got the internet connection. I used to sit here for 2 days straight without sleep. So much information all in one place. I'll look at my messages when I get to Lyon. There's no reason to add to my stress before the journey. Flying is stressful enough. When I was little, my aunt would put my hair in plaits in front of this mirror. I can still remember it. I like my aunt, but her world is full of ghosts and the supernatural. Well, I guess it's too late to try to change her. My tarot readings were never favorable. Moreover, their predictions usually came true. My aunt never really recovered from Sergei's death. No wonder. She lost her only son. Perhaps that's why she refuses to let go of all that occult nonsense. I've already offered to buy a decent TV for her. But would she agree? Auntie is a bit strange. She withdrew a lot after Sergei was killed in Afghanistan.
He looks a bit like Sergei, don't you think? Although he was a bit taller and had fair hair.
Maybe a little bit. So you don't mind him staying here for a while?
Of course not. You have feelings for him, don't you?
I feel responsible for him. He's in this mess because of me.
There's something strange about him. But I think you would make a nice couple.
You think so? Max and me? No, it would never work, I'm sure.
You are too transparent, my little girl. How on earth can you be a policewoman?
You're the only one who takes me for a little girl these days. But let's stop this. You will look after him, won't you? And don't scare him, no cards.
The cards were good for your grandma, your mama, and for me too. Perhaps you should change your mind about them, Laura.
We've been through this before. Let's leave it for another day, shall we? I've got to go now. Take care. I'll definitely come and visit my aunt again. Take care, Max.
Dreams. Windows into other worlds, into pleasant memories, into the darkest corners of the conscience. We don't choose dreams. They choose us.
You're finally up and about. You were always a world-class sleeper, but a whole day? That's impressive even by your standards.
And I see you haven't lost your taste for childish humor. How did you get here, Andre?
Lara called me. She said my big brother was on the verge of dying. So naturally I jumped on the first plane here. I was worried I might need to donate my blood or a kidney or something, But here you are, sleeping away.
You shouldn't have come. I'm up to my neck in something scary.
Still the overprotective older brother, eh? I took time off and I'm staying here until you go home.
I'm being forced into this by the cops. And you know why. I can't just leave.
Well, that's another reason for me to stick around and keep you out of trouble. I'm staying and that's final. Now, how about getting some fresh air? It'll do you good.
I had a terrible dream. Do you remember how you fell into the lake? It's a bad omen.
To tell the truth, I've got better memories. And you can't scare me away with talk of bad omens either. Now, move it. We won't get anywhere by standing around chatting. And now it's one thing after the other. What do they want from me?
Do you really want to know? I thought Ostenkovich had forgot all about me. I don't want to drag anyone else into this.
And do you have anything to drink here? I haven't had a drop since I landed.
Damn it, Andre, how do you manage to make everything seem so banal?
Make yourself at home, brother, and tell me everything.
You're driving me crazy. Good. There were 2 break-ins in the Hermitage on 2 consecutive nights. On top of that, I was there at the time of the second break-in.
Sure. And you finished off your party with the thieves with a nice cool bath. Lara told me all about it.
In any case, at the last moment I caught a glimpse of the stolen painting. The Christian Martyr, by Paul de la Roche.
That's a great clue. Now all you have to do is find out who would be interested in the work of art.
That's just it. Hundreds of traffickers and collectors would be interested in such a painting. It's just too large a group of people.
Hey, don't think like a policeman. After all, you sold paintings yourself. Think like a criminal.
Are you going to hold that over me for the rest of my life? Wait, Andre, you are right. This could really lead us somewhere. I just need to find out who specializes in the 19th century. I still have the email address of an old contact, Malvin. He should be able to gather some interesting information.
Exactly, because the seller will need an expert to assess the work. See, you'll figure it out yourself in the end. Let's get down to work now.
Thanks. You really helped me. Please hold on a second. Let me write the mail to Malvin, and then I will come back to you. I have something else on my mind to talk about.